What's going on, everybody? Jason Hodzik here. Today I'm going to teach you how to clean your Alcantara steering wheels at home. These things can get pretty nappy. This wheel itself has been in the car for like over 30,000 miles without really necessarily being cleaned. They don't like being wet. You don't want to use home soap. You don't want to use detailing soap. This is completely separate than anything you typically want to clean in terms of surfaces from your car. So we're going to have to approach these things a little bit more differently. So here today, I'm going to teach you just how to do that. So first off, you're going to need the Sonax Alcantara upholstery cleaner. You can order it off Amazon. I'm sure plenty of automotive parts stores actually hold this in the cleaning section. It's a relatively common product to run by. It's not that hard to get. I just ordered it off Amazon. And you're also going to need a variety of brushes. You can go to like your CVS, Walgreens, your local pharmacy, and pretty much get these bristle profiles that I'm showing you in the screen. Although I am using pretty decent sized brushes, you can use regular toothbrushes. It might take a little longer, but you can use them. And I do show the bristle profile so you can match them. I do have a medium bristle brush and a soft bristle brush. And I also have a toothbrush sized one that is similar to the medium one as well. I was just going to use both the medium and the toothbrush sized one just to brush it out. I ended up just using the medium one and not using the toothbrush one at all. And we're also going to need 2 microfiber. It really depends on how bad you need to clean the wheel, how dirty it truly is. Personally, I need to use 2 microfiber towels just because I needed to keep cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it repeatedly. How long you've gone cleaning it, how long you've gone without cleaning it really dictates how many cycles you need to do. Personally, I needed to do quite a few cycles. So I had 2 microfibers for about 4 cycles of towel. You flip the towel around, you use specific sides. So you do, maintain that cleanliness throughout. You're also going to need a stopwatch. I'm just using my phone. Initially, when you're spreading out the cleaner, you want to do it in quarters. I have a screen on my wheel, so I have to do it in about fifths. I have to separate in fifths. I have the 2 quarters in the top section I had to do separately just so I didn't really go out and scratch the screen. I'm sure you can go and tape the screen up so you don't really have to worry about, scratching the screen, but I just went and kind of raw dogged it and did it anyway. You just go from side to side. It may look like I'm applying a generous amount of cleaner. Remember, this is a circular surface. The parts that you are touching are around the sides and the back of the wheel, depending on where you rest your palm. So, we're applying a generous amount, and then this generous amount gets spread throughout the entire surface area of that entire section. Like I said, I did it in fifths. If you don't have the screen, you do it in fourths. It'll make your life plenty easier. You have to go around those sections where the actual steering wheel connects, where the steering wheel structure connects. You have to go around those corners a little bit more, you have to go deeper in there. So that's why the quarters are much simpler. So we go all around and we let it clean. And then after, you go around spreading everything out and you applied an even distribution amongst the entire wheel. You want to set your timer to about, 5 to 10 minutes. Like I said, I'm doing a deeper clean on my wheel. So in the beginning, I did it around 11 minutes. A little minute extra will go a long way because what this cleaner does, it brings the dirt and all the grime and stuff to the surface of the wheel. And then you have to wipe it down with a damped, ringed out, warm microfiber. Lift up all the dirt. Repeating the same format in terms of sections of the wheel, starting where we started and ending where we're ending. I also forgot to include with the way you do, the way you're brushing. I went a little extra on the mile here. After every quarter, I made sure that I brushed the Alcantara with the finishing stroke to the same direction throughout the entire of the wheel. So say I was going up going up at the start, I'd be brushing up all the way around, matching the pattern, helping me fix the napping and pretty much just, making it more aesthetically pleasing. And it makes it easier to see which parts are more dirtier than others just because, when all the stuff is the same direction, it should be all the same color. So it helps emphasize that. And you know where to focus on here. You can see me going around with the brush a little bit, just seeing how the wheel reacts. Didn't really do too much here. So, we're hitting it for a second, third, fourth, and a fifth round. I'm not going to show you all that. Personally, we did about 6 rounds of this. So this did take me about an hour to do. Once you finish all your cycles and the microfiber finally comes out clean after you do apply the soap for as many rounds as it does take for you, that's when you go and hit it with the medium bristle brush and you start renapping the surface, pretty much following the same idea as before and leaving the Alcantara in the same pattern as before. You don't want to go too crazy. You don't want to apply too much pressure. Your objective is not to shred the fabric. It is just to lift the fabric. And lifting the fabric is different than shredding the fabric. You should not be able to pull clumps of Alcantara out of your wheel. As you can see here, there's no clumps coming out. There's none of that. It is still napped up. It is still firm. It is still good fabric. It was just a little dirty, as you can see. Hello, everybody. Now it's day 2, pretty much. Now it's technically for me day 3. I let this thing pretty much chill for about 2 days just because I have like the time of day. You don't want to get this stuff wet. This stuff does absorb all of the liquids pretty much put onto it. And now that I let it dry, I hit it with the brush a little bit more. Ever since it fully dried, I haven't hit it with the brush since. And it's looking pretty much as close to new as possible. Let's see if I can show you this here. Some of the really high wear areas were right here. This was completely not soft at all. This was all patted down. Here as well, it was completely patted down. It was pretty much no fabric. As you can see, I was actually feeling it throughout the drying process, so you can see like kind of like where I touched the fabric right now, but it's not patent at all. It is all fresh fabric. It is actually looking really amazing. I actually don't want to sell this thing anymore. For this, I can do a little conversion for the manual swap. All I really have to do is just replace the back plating, and then it'll just remove like the paddle shifters completely. So I won't have those things there at all. So I can still use this for the car. The harness is still in the car. And this thing is looking good. We do have the quick release. This thing's gonna be sitting for some time, so we wanted to make sure to give it that fresh wash. It is a little dusty right now, but this thing is as fresh as it can be. I just had it's literally just been sitting on this table undisturbed for about 2 days. If you're seeing anything in the camera, that's only because the direction of the fabric isn't all going in one direction, because I've touched it a little bit while, you know, it's been drying. I've been looking at it, making sure it's been good and monitoring the whole thing. Boom, that thing is fresh. Look at that, brand new. Look at the back and everything. So hopefully you learned something today. I definitely did. I was kind of, you know, scared to do this originally just because I didn't really want to ruin the material. And then I got a few quotes on it, and then like they're probably just going to use this cleaner anyway, so I might as well just, you know, give it a shot on my own, you know, on my own hand. And honestly, I don't regret it at all. Came out perfect. Came out 1000% better than what I originally expected it to be, because, you know, cleaning dirt and getting a re-nap in one shot in one go is not usually something, you know, you can really do. Usually that stuff usually takes more time and more layers. Coming from someone who used to clean specific, you know, materials on shoes, this allowed, you know, this was like a walk down memory lane once I got into it. So it's really not that bad. It's really not that tedious. So, you know, if you learned anything today, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. I know I did in my own YouTube video. So hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Be safe, be suave, and I'll see you in the next one.